this is Heidi with Kiddos Corral, and I thought I would do another cook with me video, which has been a while. The spaghetti sauce, John's clear on the top. John is getting me some spaghetti sauce because I can't reach, and I decided to make, thank you, I decided to make some regular lasagna. I'm not going to put any green peppers or anything like that in it because my son just got done having his wisdom teeth removed, and he is just now able to eat some items that are a little bit, you know, have meat and things in them. And just, I already fed him before he went to work, but he's looking forward to this lasagna, so I want to make sure that he can eat it when he gets home. So I'm using ground turkey, and when I use ground turkey, sometimes I just add a little bit of olive oil, just so it doesn't stick to the pan. And I'm just going to turn this on. And if you see my burner smoke, sometimes it does that. I don't know why, it just does. I'm not going to use anything chunky, so I'm going to add about a tablespoon, I guess, of minced onion. I buy my minced onion at Aldi's, a really good deal. I'm going to add some minced garlic to this as well. And I'm going to have to get it right. I'm going to do some minced garlic in here. And all I want to do at this point is just brown this. And I'm going to go ahead and get my lasagna noodles out. I've got my mozzarella cheese over here. I've got some Italian seasoning. I've got my ricotta cheese I'm going to use. The rest of this I think I'm pretty much done with. And I've got my spaghetti sauce that I purchased from Aldi's as well. Now I have a recipe for making lasagna with no cooked lasagna noodles. I find the lasagna is a lot better when I use those, but today I'm just going to use what I have on hand, and that is just some regular lasagna noodles that I have. Now you can use regular lasagna noodles and you don't have to boil them. The thing is I find that the no-cook lasagna noodles come out more tender, and I like the consistency of them a lot better. I get a lot of questions. It's one of my most popular videos, and I will link it down below if you want to check that out. And all I want to do is get this this here sauce all cooked up, or the meat cooked up, and I will show you what is next. Okay, so now my turkey meat is browned, and I'm going to add in just a little bit of Italian seasoning to this. About a teaspoon. I like to use Italian seasoning. I love the way that it flavors everything. I'm going to go ahead and put in my spaghetti sauce. And I will put some water in this and you know, get the rest of it out of the jar, but I want to go ahead and get this stirred in. You'll want to turn your heat down. Anytime you cook with tomato sauce, it splatters everywhere, so you want to make sure that you turn your heat down. I want to get this good and mixed, just like that. Now, my kids can have lasagna, but I have been on a pretty extensive diet here lately, trying to watch my calorie intake and everything. So I'm just going to ladle me out about a half a cup of this for my supper, because I'm going to have mine with something else, and I'm just going to set it aside because it's cooked. All right, and then I'm going to add in my ricotta. Now, my mom doesn't like ricotta, and I think in my original recipe I didn't use ricotta. I think I used cottage cheese, but you can use either one when you make lasagna. I personally like the ricotta. My mom never has used ricotta. She doesn't care for it, but I love it in lasagna. So I'm going to get that all good and mixed in. And that'll get all melty and yummy. This smells really good. You probably hear my stomach growling in this video because I'm so hungry. Okay, that looks pretty good. And like I said, I'm just making a very straightforward lasagna, nothing fancy, no peppers, you know, onions, that kind of thing. Just want to kind of make it pretty simple so that my boy can eat. I'm going to move this back and I'm going to turn the heat off, and I'm going to bring forward my 9x13 because I want to start layering in my pasta noodles and my sauce. So, whoops, a piece of plastic from the ricotta stuck on my spoon. So I want to go ahead and I want to put in some of the sauce in the bottom. If you've ever made lasagna, you know this is pretty typical. I'm not sure how thick I'm going to make this, but it'll be enough for the boys. And I think I may have some time to make up a little bit of pizza dough and make them some garlic sticks to go with this. And I think I might be #1 mom tonight. I don't know. We'll see. All right, I've got some pasta noodles. I'm kind of using a pan or a box of pasta noodles that I already have. Sounded like my phone rang, but I don't think it did. Anyhow, we're going to just layer in these noodles. Just like that. And I just put one on the side like that. I put a little bit of pasta sauce on top. I know you guys have not been seeing me much recently. It's because I have had myself in the swimming pool. Plus I've been on detox from sugar and different things, and definitely was hard the first week. Plus I also took off a week because my son came home and was enjoying vacation time with him. Now I'm going to get some mozzarella in here. Now lasagna is going to take about 45 minutes probably to cook. So before I cover this up, I had some remaining sauce in the spaghetti jar, so I put a little bit of water in there and shook it up and drizzled it all over the top. Because one thing is because you don't cook your noodles, you want to make sure that there's enough liquid in here that it's going to soften the noodles as it cooks. The other thing is you want to make sure that you thoroughly cover it so that the steam gets trapped, so that it cooks the noodles. A lot of times people don't cover their lasagna all the way, and it turns out really dry and not very appetizing. So I want to make sure that I get this good and covered before I pop this in to the oven. Hey, I'm going to get started on my breadsticks. It's not going to take any time at all for these to rise because my oven's on with the lasagna in, and it's summer. So I'm going to get some warm water. Then I'm going to start out by activating my yeast. And then we're going to get started with mixing everything all together. If you have not seen my mozzarella stuffed breadstick recipe, I'll link it down below. I'm going to make them just pretty much the same way, except for I'm not going to be using any mozzarella in the center because lasagna has about 4 or 5 more minutes, but I thought I would show you guys this part because I did not share this in the video when I made the mozzarella stuffed breadsticks, and I want to go ahead and kind of show you because I've got a lot of questions about it. It's really not that big deal, and basically what this is what I brush the breadsticks with before I put them in the oven. So I just add just a little bit of olive oil, and I add in some Italian seasoning. Oops. And I add in some minced garlic, and I just use my little, this is one of those rubber like brushes. They are very, very handy. I really need more than just one that I have. But I just add some garlic to that. If it seems too thick, you can just add a little bit more olive oil to it, and I think I'm going to add just a little bit more olive oil. And just stir it up really good. And this is what I use to brush onto the breadsticks once I get those all done. Okay, I just took my lasagna out of the oven, and you want to be careful removing the foil from this because it's got a lot of steam trapped in there and you don't want to burn yourself. And I usually take a fork, and if my fork will go in to the pasta and it's soft, then I know that it's done. If it's still not done, you'll know it, and you'll want to put it in the oven for a little bit longer. Now this is where I top the top, put on the top, the rest of my mozzarella cheese. And I think I have another bag in the fridge. I think I want to make sure that's completely topped. Okay, I'm going to pop this back into the oven for about, I don't know, about 5 minutes, I guess, 5-10 minutes until everything's nice and bubbly and done on the top for some reason. But I got my dough. You can see that it has risen really nice. And I need to get a little bit of flour out on my surface over here, because I don't want this to stick to my hands or anything else. Yeah. This is a good dough. I work in a little bit of that flour in. It's a really soft dough, and it's so easy to work with, and I love this dough. So once I get it to where it's manageable, I kind of make it into a log like this, and then I start cutting my pieces for breadsticks. I've seen these made different ways. This is just kind of my way I do it. I think that the bread comes out, you know, really soft if you allow, in fact, I'm gonna put that with that, I think. If you allow it to be a little bit on the tacky side, instead of just making it where it's not tacky, I think it does a lot better. This is my pizza round, that's all I use, and I just want to make breadsticks. Now, depending how much patience you have, these can rise to be really big, or you could just bake them. I'm going to quickly show you guys what dinner looks like because it's done. I got my lasagna here. I just placed a piece of foil over the top because I have a pesky fly. And then these are the garlic sticks that we're going to eat. That's my oven turning off. And we are about to eat. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing this Cook With Me video, and if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask me down below. I will put the mozzarella stuffed breadstick video down below, as well as my excuse me, my lasagna recipe for my no cook lasagna noodles. And so yeah, so we are about to eat, and this smells pretty amazing.